Hey, beautiful people. What's up? It's your favorite witch on the internet, Emma. I'm in my car with my dog in the back, saying hello from rural Ontario, Canada. Our heat in my home has been broken. The furnace has been broken since Thursday, so we've been without heat. It's minus 12 outside, so you can imagine what the house temperature is. Love and lots of dancing have been keeping us warm. I promised a podcast episode, and I'm out in my car with the heat turned up, having my mommy time, and I'm so excited to connect with you guys. Oh my goddess. If you've been following me since the beginning of my content journey, drop something in the comments so I know. Drop like a wave or some emoji to let me know, because I love you and you have seen so much. And wow, these episodes that I do, these podcasts, and I'm going to begin filming them. I have big plans, not always for my car. I mean, unless that's a vibe, unless you want to join me in my little garden session. Love that for us. Wow. Okay, so where do I begin? Let's start with introducing myself, because I have a lot of new followers since my last podcast. Hey, happy new year, like the snake energy. Like, I've shed skin. And like the last month of January, what was that? That was the last of that dragon fire illumination kind of vibes that just had to happen. And I'm just holding so much love for everyone who experienced the loss of that last bit of energy that it brought into our lives. It was a complete demolish of old skin, basically. And I don't want to get into the energies and the depth of that in this episode. But if you're interested in analyzing those kind of things a bit more, let me know. I'll probably add some esoteric points to my Patreon if that's what you're into, because I can yap about that. But I also don't want to like go over anybody's, I don't know, heads or whatever with some woo-woo stuff if you're here for the vibes and not for esoteric knowledge, which I got lots of, because I've been through the fire. I've been through the chambers of hell, my own personal hells. I've combated depression and anxiety and single mom struggle and perfected it to be an art, to be honest. So here I am, single mom of 3. I used to work 100-hour work weeks in a career that I felt at the time was successful and fulfilling for me, only to have a spiritual awakening to realize that everything that I thought I was, I wasn't, and it was all just a facade, a covering of this little child within me that just needed love. I used to be so angry and so aggressive and so quick to react, and had this reputation of being so cutthroat. And I smiled at the version of myself, because this healing energy that I've been in, like, I've self-healed myself, and I've been able to do that for my children, and I'm so grateful for that. And I just cannot not share with you what's changed my life. Excuse the ADHD bunny trails. Like, I'm just here yapping with you. I love this outlet that I have with you guys, that I can just be vulnerable and talk to you like you're here with me, because it's been very isolating. Like, let me know in the comments if you've felt the isolation of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual journey. Like, your whole life can completely dissolve of what you once knew, like friends, income, everything, your whole identity. Like, rock bottom when you've had a spiritual awakening is so different than rock bottom without that awareness. It's almost more bleak, because you understand how much you are in control of this, and you're just like, no one's gonna help me but me, and I created this, so like, what hope do I have if I've created this mess and yet I'm the only one who can get me out of it? So it can be really isolating, it can be really depressing, it can be really dark. And I've been able to get myself through those moments just with positive self-talk, and with having a really strong why, and with having, when I say why, like a reason of doing better. Like, when you have kids, that is my reason. Like, that motivates me so much. Like, I feel like my children, they are my rock. Like, they're my support system, you know? Like, I am that for them, obviously. Like, being both, I dropped my joint, being both the mommy and the daddy, so to speak. So, like, I've had to finesse that balance of masculine and feminine energy, right? But my kids, they keep me sane, they keep me positive, they keep me happy. Like, I gave birth to my soulmates. My little angels. Woo! And we've been through some shit. We have been through some shit. I haven't like opened up verbally in a while either, so I'm in my literal phase. You guys are gonna feel the feels. But we've been through some shit. And we've been able to keep such a happy, positive disposition regardless of it all. Like, even not having heat in our house since Thursday. It's Saturday. Not having heat in our house since Thursday. We're all laughing and dancing and doing like activities together and cuddling. I'm just so grateful. Like, I'm so grateful that this is my life and that I have teenagers who can express themselves so fully and so much love, and like, that's all me. I did that. I healed the abuse that we've been through. I've been able to like climb us out of it and build us closer as a family. And man, like, I have been catering my content lately to women in leadership because I just had this, like, you know, we're single moms. Like, I hope I'm attracting a lot of single moms, because even just with my children's father, like, who I had children with, he's created more single moms. Even if I could just talk to you guys and be like, there's hope after that man. Like, I know what you've been through, sis. There's hope. If there's hope, there's fucking magic after the pain, my love. And like, so when I'm sharing these kind of things, I'm just picturing those people and just sending like so much love. We are women in power. We're moms. We're leaders. We are healers. We are energy shifters. Like, we have so much power between our thighs and what we've produced and brought into this world. And then we are the ones who are nurturing that. Whew, it is the most powerful magic. And I'm not just speaking to people who are physical moms. As women, we have that energetic pull of motherhood. Like, feminism 100%, but like, we do, whether it's to nurture ourselves, to nurture our environment. We are creators with our womb space. Even if we don't use it to produce children, we're using it to produce other kinds of creative magic that literally comes from life source. And we have that power, and it just makes so much sense that, of course, the society tries to hinder and stifle single mom vibes and like make it sound like that we're destitute, or that we're like a burden, or that we're like not a good match with somebody. Like, I even saw it on X that someone was like, things to stay away from: party girls, single moms, drug addicts. I was like, what? Why are you putting single moms with like drug addicts? I'm sorry. I would go out of my way to date a single mom. I prefer single moms because we're so hard on ourselves. We are so hard on ourselves, and we're just like out here doing the best we can when we got nothing, and we're still so hard on ourselves. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, that's a whole other conversation. What I came here to share after not being present on my podcast since the holidays is the arts of detachment. And in the spiritual community, I hear this all the time, and I was like, yeah, I'm detached, and this and this. Nah, bitch, I was cold. Like, I was cold. I wasn't detached. I was cold. There's like a difference of this detachment of just knowing that whatever happens for you is your best case scenario and is meant for your highest good. There is a difference than just being like, it is what it is. I'm not passive. Like, I cannot be a passive person. I am raising 3 humans, not to mention my dog and my cats, like, and myself. I'm 35 years old, and I still don't properly know like things like for example, this situation with not having no heat in the house. Like, a super adult person, I feel like, would have purchased portable heaters to have in this event. Did I ever think about that? I don't even have a heated blanket. Like, I just don't think that far ahead when it comes to things like adulting. Like, I still struggle with that. So excited to have a man who's like fully functional in his adulthood, because I have too much. My feminine energy, I am so into my creative vibes that adulting things like that, I'm still learning too. I had kids at 18, like, I'm growing up with them. So it's been it's been amazing. My ADHD has me like wondering like what the hell I was talking about. But no, guys, it's the detachment. And it's so funny because like being a single mom, you're obviously in leadership, whether you feel like you are drowning or whether you feel like you have it together or not. Like, you are the leader of that household, mom. That's your business. That is what you're running. That's what you're structuring. You're like, it's basically like running a country, and you are managing it all and still looking cute and still showing up to content like this, wondering how you can do better. Like, we are women in leadership. We are women of power, because who else has that kind of mentality? Even warriors and leaders of, don't tell me that, I'm not trying to get like political here, but don't tell me that Mr. Trump has the same qualities that I possess that help me successfully run my household that he's trying to implement into running a country. Don't tell me he possesses any of those qualities that a single mom has. No shade, but I'm telling you right now, if a single mom was running America, we wouldn't have none of those problems that we're having. And I'm Canadian, but I feel that, like, I'm so, like, my American brothers and sisters, I feel for you. Before coming to whatever this chapter in my life is called, this like content era, this like spiritual, like, before coming to this, I was such a high functioning, not saying I'm not now, but very, like, I don't know how I did it, like working 100-hour work weeks, raising 3 little kids on my own, like still looking hot, like I had lashes, eyebrows, hair, like what, like how did I do it? But then since I've had this pause in life, I've realized how much my body was in this like fight or flight, and like instead of the fleeing, because I feel like I had already done that so much, like I've left so many abusive relationships, I was in this fight mode because I felt like that was my strength. But since coming back to myself, and since having this awareness of like a bigger picture, I understand now how much I was just trying to protect this like little child version of myself that had been so hurt and so harmed. And I've spent years, I'm coming up to 3 years now in I call it monk mode, but it's this isolating period of my life of that skin shedding. And I've attracted abusive, narcissistic relationships up until now, my entire life, with friendships, with family members, with partners. And I am a warm, loving, passionate individual. I just could not understand it until I took the time to actually sit down with myself and figure out what was going on with myself. I saw the pattern. I saw the main component in all of that. Whether I liked to admit it or not, it was me. When I was understanding like why I was attracting these things, even when on the outside, I look so powerful and making money, I'm dominant in my field, my children are like well raised, like I have my shit together, my bed's always made kind of stuff. When I reached a period in my life of all this shedding, like it could be called rock bottom, yeah, but honestly, I've had like a deep sadness over this period. But the sadness was not more so for what I was experiencing. It was more so for like what I was losing, like a mourning period, you know, because that's some friends I've had since grade 10. Those are family members. That's my life. Like everything I've known the last 33 years of my life had to change and had to completely be erased from this new narrative. And that was heartbreaking. And it is a part of this, like, it's not saying that you have to pick that or be spiritual like your old life or this. Like sometimes you can blend and mesh the two, but I was just going through something that I was attracting like really toxic energy in my life. Being the single parent that you are, you have to make those decisions. Like you just have to wake up one day and just be like, this isn't working. There has to be something better. And like for me, it was the end of an abusive relationship, feeling super despair and like desperate about what my next moves were. Like I'm just trying so hard to love out here, like, you know, and like why am I still attracting like this pain and this abuse and this terror? It was like what was within me. It was what I had been like holding on to since childhood from like traumas and stuff. And once I let that stuff go, and that's why I advocate for somatic movement, because it's not just a conscious decision of reflection and being like, okay, this doesn't serve me, this is why I'm like this because of this. It's not about that. It's about just being and just movement of your body and that mind-body connection. And somatic movement is anything that you feel like you can have a mind-body connection with, that you can like focus on your breathing and the momentum as you move with the breathing. It can be dancing, it can be yoga, it can be strength training, it can be a walk, it can be dancing around the shower. It can be whatever that is enabling you to connect to the life source that is pulsating throughout your body and move energy around. So somatic movement changed my life. Like just being conscious of my movements, being intentional, holding my body as a portal. It helped me quit drugs. It helped me stop having sex with everybody. It helped me with so many things. I started to really respect myself. And that's when my life started changing, because I understood the kind of temple that I am. And sis, like, that doesn't come easy. That doesn't come easy. I lacked self-confidence. I lacked self-love. That doesn't come easy. That was during that hermit reflection phase that I was in during those like last 3 years. I'm just coming out of it now. I have a plan for like consistent content. I have a plan for momentum with like my brand and my work and like connecting with you guys. So it's just, I thought a kid was coming out here to keep warm. They're all sleeping right now. So it's just like, I'm coming out of it, but I've been in there for 3 years. I want to share the things that have like helped me not kill myself, basically, after everything that I've been experiencing. Like, I cannot help but not share this. So what I'm going to share with you is the secret to the universe. It is what has enabled me to be home full time with my kids, never worry about a bill again in my life, even without steady income. It's helped me completely detach from the outcome. And as a single mom, how much do we micromanage? Like everything. Like I even know some mommies out here who like are micromanaging like the way the kids clean, the way that the kids are dressed. Like we micromanage as hell. And when it comes to manifesting and when it comes to creating your reality with the mind, which I fully believe because I've lived it, I've experienced it, I've seen it. I have seen things happen when there was no possible chance. My lemon and ginger elixir. Yeah, manifesting is real. However, I don't want to focus my content on manifesting. I want to focus my content, this is a secret, are you ready? On just being. Yeah, on just completely being. There's no steps. There's nothing to do. There's no steps. You're not doing anything wrong. You couldn't do anything more. The only thing that you need to do is just be. And as single parents, when the hell are we ever just being? Never. I was in my own way. And I realized this so strongly yesterday, how much I'm still micromanaging things by like being like, yeah, I'm manifesting this, but this is how I'm gonna do it. No, let that go. Let that go. Baby girl, start looking at the universe as that daddy you always wish you had in your home. Start looking at the universe as the provider to your family. Start looking at the universe as the strong masculine energy that you crave to have around. And you can rely on it like this. This is the hard part for us, because I know if you're a single mom that you have been through some kind of pain. Like we are meant to have a community. We are meant to have a support system. And if you're deliberately choosing not to, especially in Ontario, Canada, let me just say, but if you're deliberately choosing not to, you're protecting yourself from something that is worse than experiencing this type of life alone. And yeah, we can romanticize single parenthood. We can be like, I'm doing good. Oh, she's good. She don't need no man. We do. We need that partnership. We need that love. We crave it. It's literally our soul's purpose to be connected to other souls, to have a sense of community. So of course that should start in our marriages and in our relationships first. So we have to get down to that base root problem of like, why am I isolating myself? Why am I being alone? What pain has caused me to want to do this? And you need to sit with that. You need to just be with that and just feel it out. You got to cry. You got to outlet it somehow. And that's when the somatic movement again comes into play, because you can move that energy around without even, it's energy work. You're a witch. If you're watching my stuff, you're witchy. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. And when you can move that energy around, it literally alchemizes into something that will benefit you, and you're not holding on to that stagnation. When you hold on to that stagnant energy of pain and heartache and sorrow, like that is what causes cancers. That is what causes dementia. That is what causes so many health issues. health issues are energetically related. So it's a lot. It's a lot of awareness. It's a lot. But it's also power, and it's I gotta take a sip. I'm getting like, I just love you guys. I love that I can share this with you, because that's something else that I want to say, is that like being in this position of life, like I'm talking the last 3 years, because that just seems the most authentic to me right now. Like the person I was even before this time, like I don't even know her. Like I'm so different from even who I was last week. But during the last 3 years, I'm going to share with you guys in my content how I self-healed after abuse, how I self-healed after pain and trauma and terror, and how you can do that too. And then once you get to that point of having healed yourself enough to be able to relax, it's a whole other podcast episode, but once you're able to heal yourself enough to be able to relax, that's what life feels like. It just feels like a big sigh of relief. And this is coming from someone who's been a single mom since she was 18, who's known struggle, who's been part of the system, who's had no money in her bank account, who's had overdue bills, who's had faced eviction. I was going to be homeless with my kids. Like, oh my goodness. Like there's so much things. And I've been able to keep a sense of peace about myself, and a happiness and a contentment and a positive vibration that has oozed out into my family, because how you are, mama, is how your kids are going to be. Like you are the energetic waters of that household. Whatever you're filling your cup with is what's going to overflow and overrun into your children. You need to fill up your own cup. It is so vital, not just as a parent, as an individual, parents especially. Like it's so easy for us to completely just ignore our needs and what we need, but it is vital for the fulfillment of our household. Everyone relies on our energy in our home. Take care of your own cup, fill it up, show yourself love, show yourself kindness, show yourself patience. Understand that you've been this way your entire life. Like maybe you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. Give yourself time. Just be. And that is the secret, is just being, and being safe, feeling safe in just being, and feeling safe in the fact that you don't have to know every outcome, every source, every possible scenario. You can relax your mind. And this space, not only this community that I'm building, but this space in the spiritual realm, like that you're tapping into, when you do that, it's life-changing. And that's what I've tapped into, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys, because it changed my life. And I don't feel like that these things I'm sharing are just applied to single moms. Like that's what I know, so that's what I speak to. But as a woman, as a man, like you can apply these truths to your life in any way that you're feeling overwhelmed, or that you feel like you are the only one in control in that situation. You're the only one that people look up to. Like in leadership, like I'm speaking to leaders. Whether you're a single mom leader or whether you're a world leader, I'm speaking to leaders. We are one and the same. And if you come to this kind of content, whoo, baby, you got that energy. And I'm so happy that we connected, because man, it's been lonely out here. And like, excuse me, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Even things like that, like burps and coughs and sighs and yawns, that's your body releasing energy. So let your body do what it do, because it is releasing energy. And I've isolated myself in my past. I've been lone wolf energy my entire life up until now. And now I'm just building the sense of community and meeting my soul family and people that my soul knows from forever. And I'm finally understanding how important it is to have love, to have that sense of community. And you guys have saved my life. You guys have saved my life. Like having this platform that I can show up to and have this outlet, and then share things that could also help other mommies. Like I'm just so grateful for the internet. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for me, for just showing up and still just doing the damn thing, and like still smiling after all of this, still smiling. And yeah, but I just appreciate you guys so much. When you are able to just let yourself be, and to just sit in that space knowing that things are okay without you managing everything, it's liberating as hell. It's it's freedom. It's absolute freedom. And I'm gonna share with you guys how I got there, because I feel like if I had someone encourage me during that time, not so much to like express the timing of things, because I feel like time is irrelevant. Like, every timing is perfect for us. It's always in our highest good. But I also do feel like if I had more support during that time, there would have been a lot more truths that I would have been directed to and able to see that would have enhanced my mental space during that time and would have enhanced my physical progress during that time. So I just want to offer this space to you. I want to hold space for you like that, because I understand how lonely you are. And I understand how isolated you may feel. And even if you have a bunch of people around you and you're social and have all these plans going on, sometimes just having this extra awareness can make you feel low-key crazy. So I'm here to say you're not crazy. Listen to the lady in the toque smoking a joint and hanging on her car because she has no heat. No, but like, really though, I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to gatekeep. I just got a notification saying my memory's full. So I'm going to close this out. I loved yapping to you guys. I'm going to come back with more structure or whatever when I have like heat back in my home and can think properly. But I'm sending you guys so much love. Please leave in the comments like what hit, what landed for you in this episode, where you're at with this, what attracted you to my content. Like, I'm building a community here. I'm building a powerful momentum of energy here that when you are attracted to this kind of content, like, it's powerful stuff, it's life-changing stuff. And when we have numbers of people who can all gather together with the same intention of self-expansion and self-love, like, ooh, I'm so excited for that kind of energy. So let me know in the comments where you're at, like, just who you are, say hello. And I'm sending you just so much love, and just be present this weekend. Do your best to just be present and to just be. Don't think about the dishes that need to be done. Don't think about the bills that gotta get paid. Don't think about the plans you gotta do with the kids so they have fun. Don't think about nothing except the moment that you're in. Offer a little gratitude. So my storage is full anyway, so I'm gonna like end this, connect with you guys as soon as I feel led. This is just a stream of consciousness that I share with you guys. I don't script this, I don't plan this. I just show up and share with you real truths that are working in my life as a single mom of 3 who has completely changed the trajectory of her story. It's all magic, and the magic is within, and I just appreciate you so much for showing up to that for yourself. Sending you so much love, universal love.